Okay, so I'm doing extended derivatives for the second and third derivative. My equation is f of x equals 4x to the fourth minus 8x cubed plus 12x squared minus 18 over 2x squared. Now the first thing that you're going to do is split this equation into fractions, which means that they're all divided by 2x squared. This will just be easier for us when we are trying to take the derivative. This is not a derivative, it's still f of x. And then you do 4x to the fourth over 2x squared minus 8x to the third plus 12x squared. And you put both of those over 2x squared minus 18 over 2x squared. And then from here you're just going to simplify straight down, and it's still f of x because we're not taking the prime yet. So that means 4x to the fourth over 2x squared would just simplify to 2x to the second minus 8 divided by 2 is negative 4x to the first, which you don't have to write the 1, but I will, plus 12 over 2 is 6, x squared minus x squared is 0, so you can just keep the 6, minus 18 over 2 is negative 9, and then this would be x to the negative second. How I got that is because this is on the bottom, so I just, sorry, there's an announcement. Okay, anyways, so I would just do x to the negative second because it'd be negative since it's on the bottom. Now we can take the prime, so f prime of x equals, you would just take the exponent and multiply it by the coefficient, so 2 times 2 is 4, and then once you take the first derivative you would subtract 1 from the exponent, which would be x to the first since you're minus 1. And then you do the same thing for the next problem, so 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. There's no x because 1 minus 1 is 0. And then the derivative of a constant is just 0, so you can put plus 0 here. You don't have to, but I'm going to. And then negative 2 times negative 9 is positive 18. And then negative 2 minus 1 would be negative 3, so x to the negative third. Now for this one, you can't leave an exponent to the negative if you're trying to find it. So, but we're not asking for the first derivative, but I'll still write it just so you all can see it. So it'd be f prime of x equals 4x minus, well, you don't have to write these two, so I'd just go ahead and skip that, plus 18 over x to the third, so that the negative exponent moves to a positive exponent. And then to take double prime, you would just do f double prime. You would take the derivative once again. So 1 times 4 is just 4. And then 1 x to the first minus 1 would just be 0, so you don't have to write that. And then I'm going to use this top f prime of x where we didn't put it over a fraction so that it's easier for you all to see. And so it'd be 18x to the negative third. Negative 3 times 18 is negative 54, and then negative 3 minus 1 would be x to the negative fourth. And since we're asking for the second derivative, we would have to simplify it over a fraction so that this negative isn't a negative and it moves to a positive. So it would be f double prime equals 4 minus 54 over x to the fourth, and that's all for the second derivative. So you would box that. And then we're going to take the triple prime, f triple prime of x equals, this would just be 0 since it's a constant, and then negative 4 times negative 54 is 216, and then negative 4 minus 1 would be x to the negative fifth. We can't keep it negative, so we simplify it into f triple prime of x equals 216 over x to the fifth, and then you would box that as your triple prime. And that's all.